20 plants farmers wish they had known about before those who work in the fields know. Choosing the right plants makes all the difference. Some are easy to care for, others provide a lot of food with little effort, and there are those that even help improve the land. But not everyone knows these plants right away. Many farmers learn in practice, after years of work, that they could have saved time, money, and headaches if they had known about some species in advance. In this text, we are going to talk about 20 plants that farmers wish they had known about earlier. These are plants that grow well, don't require much work, and also bring benefits to the crop, the family, and even the animals. We will explain each one in a simple way, as if we were talking on the edge of the fence, without complications. 1. Cassava, Ipum or Macoxera. Cassava is one of the easiest plants to grow. It grows even in weak soil, doesn't need much water, and produces a root that can be used to make flour, tapioca, bread, and even animal feed. Many farmers only plant corn or beans and forget about cassava, which is a safety net during the dry season. If the harvest of other foods fails, cassava saves. Furthermore, the leaves can be cooked and eaten, rich in vitamins. 2. Sweet potato, another plant that doesn't work. Sweet potatoes grow quickly, don't need expensive fertilizer, and provide a lot of food. It can be boiled, roasted, fried, or even turned into sweets. The best thing is that it helps protect the soil, because its leaves cover the ground and prevent rainwater from washing away nutrients. Many plant only potatoes, which need more care, and leave sweet potatoes aside. 3. Pigeon peas, or andu beans. This bean is different from the common one. It grows like a tall shrub, almost a small tree, and has several advantages. First, its roots release a type of natural fertilizer into the soil, leaving the land more fertile for other plants. Second, it serves as food for cattle, chickens, and even people. The green pods can be cooked. Third, it attracts bees, which help pollinate other crops. Many farmers only know common beans and miss the chance to have such a useful ally. 4. Castor beans are a strong plant that grows even in dry places. Its seeds produce oil, used in industries and even as biofuel. But what few know is that castor beans also ward off pests, such as nematodes, worms that attack plant roots. Some farmers plant castor beans just to sell the seeds, but it could also be used to protect other crops, such as corn or beans. 5. Crotalaria. This plant is one of the soil's best friends. It grows quickly, covers the ground, and prevents weeds from appearing. Additionally, their roots fix nitrogen in the soil, an essential nutrient for plants. When the sun hemp dies, it becomes natural fertilizer. Many farmers spend money on chemical fertilizer, but they could plant sun hemp before the main harvest and save money. 6. Moringa is called the miracle tree because almost everything in it is useful. The leaves are rich in vitamins and can be eaten raw, cooked, or in powder form. The seeds purify dirty water, and the oil from the seeds is used in cosmetics. It grows quickly, even in poor soil, and doesn't need much water. Many farmers don't know about moringa and miss the chance to have a plant that feeds, heals, and also helps the environment. 7. Pumpkin is one of the most generous plants. It produces large fruits, which last for months without spoiling, and can be used in soups, sweets, purees, and even to make food. Furthermore, its leaves and flowers are also edible. The best thing is that pumpkin grows well in vacant lots, roadsides, and even among other crops. Many farmers only plant corn and forget that pumpkin could yield much more with less work. 8. Sunflower. The sunflower is not just beautiful. Its seeds produce cooking oil, animal feed, and even biodiesel. The plant also attracts bees, which help pollinate other crops. Furthermore, sunflowers grow quickly and don't need much care. Many farmers plant only soybeans or corn and do not take advantage of the benefits of sunflower, which could be an extra source of income. 9. Vetiver grass. This grass is little known, but it is one of the best for preventing erosion. Its roots are deep and hold the earth, preventing rainwater from washing away the soil. It is also used to make hedges, which protect crops from the wind. Many farmers suffer from soil falling apart and don't know that vetiver grass could solve the problem. 10. Ora pronobis. This plant is a hidden treasure. Its leaves are rich in proteins, iron, and vitamins, and can be used in salads, stews, and soups. It grows like a vine, doesn't need much sun, and grows all year round. Many farmers spend money on supplements for their livestock or for their families, when they could have Ora pronobis in their backyard. 11. Banana tree. The banana tree is one of the most productive plants. It bears fruit all year round, its leaves are used to wrap food, and the trunk can be used to make fertilizer. Furthermore, the banana tree helps protect the soil from erosion. Many farmers only plant 1 or 2 banana trees and do not take advantage of the plant's full potential. A small banana plantation can yield much more than you imagine. 12. Millet is a type of cereal that grows quickly and does not need much water. It is used to make flour, animal feed, and even beer. Additionally, millet improves the soil because its roots release nutrients. Many farmers only plant corn and are unaware of millet, which could be a more resistant alternative. 13. Okra is an easy-to-grow and very productive plant. It grows well in hot climates, doesn't need much fertilizer, and bears fruit for months. Furthermore, okra is rich in fiber and vitamins. Many farmers do not plant okra because they think it is difficult to sell, but it can be a good source of food for the family and even for animals. 14. Jatropha is a resilient plant that grows in poor soil and produces seeds with oil used to make biodiesel. Furthermore, its leaves can be used as green manure. Many farmers are not familiar with jatropha and miss the chance to have a crop that requires little and provides a return. 15. Taioba is a native plant that many confuse with yam. Its leaves and roots are edible, but you need to cook it well to remove the poison. It grows in humid places and is a great option for those who have flooded areas on their property. Many farmers don't plant taioba because they don't know how to prepare it, but it can be a source of cheap and nutritious food. 16. Nettle is a plant that many people consider a weed, but it has several uses. Its leaves can be used to make tea, liquid fertilizer, and even natural medicines. Additionally, nettle keeps away pests, such as aphids, that attack other plants. Many farmers spend money on poisons and are unaware that nettles could help protect their crops. 17. Pork beans. This bean is different from the common one. It grows like a vine and its pods are used to feed pigs and other animals. Additionally, jack beans improve the soil because they fix nitrogen. Many farmers are not aware of this plant and miss the chance to have a crop that feeds the animals and also leaves the land better. 18. Forage palm. The fodder palm is a cactus that grows in dry places and serves as food for livestock. It doesn't need much water and can be harvested all year round. Many farmers suffer from a lack of pasture during the drought and are unaware that cactus could solve the problem. 19. Alfalfa, or purple basil. Basil is an aromatic plant that wards off insects and improves the flavor of other crops. It grows easily and can be used to make teas and seasonings. Many farmers don't plant basil because they think it's just a kitchen herb, but it can help protect crops from pests. 20. Forage peanuts. Forage peanut is a creeping plant that serves as pasture for livestock. It grows quickly, doesn't need much care, and improves the soil. Many farmers spend money on feed and are unaware that forage peanuts could be a cheap and nutritious alternative. Why are these plants important? Many farmers learn over time that some plants are easier to grow, give more returns, and also help the soil and animals. The problem is that not everyone knows about these species from the beginning. If a farmer had known earlier about cassava, sweet potatoes, or sun hemp, he could have saved years of work and money. The secret is to diversify. Planting just one crop is risky. If there is a pest or lack of rain, everything will be lost. But if the farmer has several different plants, one always helps the other. Sun hemp improves the soil for corn, pumpkin grows alongside beans, and moringa feeds the family. Another advantage is that many of these plants do not need pesticides. Nettle keeps away aphids, pigeon pea attracts bees, and castor beans scare away nematodes. This means less spending on poisons and more health for those who eat. Final summary: the 20 plants we've listed here are like tools that every farmer should have in their survival kit. They are easy to care for, provide food, improve the land, and can even be a source of extra income. The best thing is that many of them grow almost alone, without needing much investment. If you are a farmer or know someone who works in the fields, try planting some of these species. Start with 1 or 2, see how they adapt to your land, and gradually diversify. Over time, you will realize that some plants that once seemed like weeds or things of little value can be the key to a stronger crop, a healthier family, and a more peaceful country life. The important thing is not to be afraid to test. Nature always offers simple solutions to complicated problems. You just need to know the right plants. And here are some more of these plants that can make a big difference in your farming, without complications. The banana tree, for example, is one of the farmer's best friends. In addition to bearing fruit all year round, Its leaves serve as natural fertilizer when they fall to the ground. If you have a damp patch of land, plant some seedlings. They grow quickly, protect the soil from erosion, and even attract fewer pests than other crops. And the best part, after the banana tree produces, it continues to produce new shoots without needing to be replanted. Another plant that many people underestimate is pigeon peas. He looks like an ordinary bean, but he is a true hero on the farm. It grows even in weak soil, fixes nitrogen in the soil, that is, it makes the land more fertile for other plants, and even serves as food for livestock. If you plant corn, for example, you can interplant it with pigeon pea. The pigeon pea roots will release nutrients into the soil, and the corn will grow stronger. And if there are any leftovers, you can harvest the pods to eat or sell. Sunflower is also a great option, especially for those who want to diversify. It grows quickly, attracts bees, which help pollinate other plants, and even produces seeds that can be sold to make oil or feed. Furthermore, the dry stem is used as fertilizer or even as firewood. If you have a sunny patch of land, it's worth a try. Papaya is one of those plants that everyone should have in their backyard. It grows easily, bears fruit all year round, and doesn't need much care. If you plant a seedling today, in less than a year you will be harvesting it. And the best part, ripe papaya is great to eat, and the unripe one can be used in recipes such as papaya jam or even as animal feed. And we cannot forget cassava, which is one of the most versatile plants in the field. It grows in almost any type of soil, doesn't need expensive fertilizer, and still provides food for years. After planting, you can harvest whenever you need, without rushing. The leaves are used to make flour or feed animals, and the root is the basis of dishes such as farofa, tapioca, and even cassava flour. If you have a piece of land that is not being used, plant cassava. It is a safe investment. The secret is to start with what you already have. You don't need to buy expensive seeds or sophisticated equipment. Many of these plants even grow from twigs or seedlings that you find in nature. The important thing is to observe what grows well in your region and test it. Over time, you will discover which ones are best for your land and your family. And remember, farming doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes, the simplest solutions are the ones that give the most results. So, choose one or two of these plants, plant them with care, and see how they can transform your crop. Nature always finds a way. Here are some more plants that farmers wish they had known about earlier, because they are easy to grow, resistant, and can yield a lot with little work. Papaya is one of these plants. It grows quickly, bears fruit all year round, and doesn't require much care. Simply plant a seed from a ripe papaya in a hole with soft soil and water from time to time. In less than a year, you will have sweet fruits full of vitamins. In addition to eating fresh, papaya can be used in juices, sweets, and even salads. And the best part, the leaves and stem are also used to make home remedies, such as teas for stomach problems. Another plant worth having in your garden is okra. It is heat resistant, doesn't need much water, and grows in almost any type of soil. Okra is versatile in the kitchen. It can be sautéed, boiled, fried, or even used in soups. And it's not just the pod that's useful. Young leaves can also be cooked and eaten as a vegetable. If you plant okra near other crops, such as corn, it helps ward off pests because some insects don't like the smell of its leaves. Pineapple is another option that many underestimate. It takes a little longer to bear fruit, but once it starts, it produces for years. You can plant the crown of a pineapple that you have already eaten, burying it lightly in the ground. In about 2 years, you will have sweet, juicy fruit. Pineapple is great to sell because it is always in demand and can also be used in juices, cakes, and even savory dishes, such as roasted meats. Sweet potatoes are one of the easiest plants to grow and give quick returns. Just take a piece of the stem with leaves, plant it in loose soil, and water it from time to time. In 3 or 4 months, you can harvest sweet potatoes to eat or sell. It is drought resistant and grows even in poor soil. Furthermore, sweet potato leaves are also edible and rich in nutrients. You can saute them like spinach. Pigeon peas are a plant that many don't know about, but which is a real help for the farmer. It grows quickly, fixes nitrogen in the soil, which helps other plants grow better, and also serves as food for people and animals. The green pods can be cooked and eaten like beans, and the ripe seeds are great for making flour. Additionally, pigeon peas attract bees, which helps pollinate other crops. Another plant that deserves to be highlighted is coriander. It grows quickly, doesn't need much space, and is used in almost every kitchen in Brazil. Just scatter the seeds in a seedbed and water. In less than a month, you can harvest the leaves to season beans, soups, meats, and salads. Cilantro also helps ward off some pests, so planting it near other crops may be a good idea. If you have a shady space, yams are a great option. It grows well in moist soil and doesn't need much sun. Yam is a nutritious and versatile food. It can be cooked, fried, roasted, or used in soups. Furthermore, it multiplies on its own. Just plant a piece of the root and over time you will have several new seedlings. Pumpkin is another plant that cannot be missing from the garden. It grows quickly, takes up little space, because it can be guided to grow on fences or trees, and bears lots of fruit. Pumpkin is used in soups, purees, sweets, and even savory dishes. And it's not just the fruit that is useful. The flowers can also be fried or used in salads. Additionally, pumpkin helps cover the soil, preventing weeds from growing. Finally, ginger is a plant that many think is difficult to grow, but it isn't. Just take a piece of fresh root, the kind you buy at the market, and plant it in moist soil rich in organic matter. In a few months, you'll have fresh ginger to use in teas, spices, and home remedies. It can also be sold for a good price, because it is always in demand. The secret to having success with these plants is to start small. Choose one or two that you already know or that grow well in your region and plant them. Observe how they develop, take note of what worked and what didn't, and adjust. Over time, you will discover which ones are best for your land and your family. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. The field is like this. Sometimes the plant grows strong, sometimes it doesn't. But each attempt teaches something new. And most importantly, you don't need much to get started. A piece of land, some water, and patience are enough. Nature always finds a way to reward those who take care of it.